Hello everybody and welcome to Offline Review, the series where I'll be reviewing the offline functionality of games as well as the quality of their disc build, since if you don't have internet to play a game offline, you probably don't have the internet to download updates either. Today's game I'm going to be reviewing is LEGO Brawls. Now before we get into the video, I just wanted to mention that this isn't going to be a review of the game itself, it's just going to be about its offline functionality, so if you want a review of the game, I'd suggest you look somewhere else. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Now, LEGO Brawls was originally a mobile game and a multiplayer focused game, and that kind of combination usually doesn't lead to great offline modes in most games, so I was pretty curious to see how LEGO Brawls would fare with its console release, and I'm actually pretty glad to say that it has a pretty good offline mode. Now, this game has two main modes. It has the Brawl mode, which is kind of like the main meat of the game. It's where they kind of want you to spend most of your time, and then it has the Party mode. And in terms of offline functionality, you can play every mode in the game offline and with bots. When it comes to Brawl mode, it basically kind of works the same way as it would if you were in online mode, so you kind of still have to go through the game's matchmaking system of sorts, but instead of matching against real players, you're just going to be matching up against the AI. Now, this unfortunately does have the side effect of you not really having much choice over which map you play, because it works the same way as it does in multiplayer. There is a voting system, but the AI also can vote, and they have a lot more voting power than you do, so it's usually pretty random which maps you actually end up with. But you can totally play the Brawl mode offline, and in terms of progression, you can also do, as far as I know, pretty much all the progression stuff offline. So you can earn items. I think you earn items after pretty much every match, and then you can also earn studs offline, which basically contribute to whatever theme you choose at the beginning of the game. And the themes in the game basically kind of work as sort of like a battle pass, so you earn more items from that theme the more you progress through it. And you do all that by earning studs, which, like I said, you can earn through offline bot matches. So yeah, so pretty much the entire game's progression system works offline. The only thing that I noticed that didn't really work in offline mode is the game's ranking system, which, as far as I know, the game only uses that to determine your online placements, essentially. So it's a ranking system where you gain points by doing well in matches, and then you lose points by doing poorly in online matches. And as far as I know, I think the game literally only uses that to determine where you are in online matchmaking, so it doesn't really have much of a purpose in offline mode anyways. Now, when it comes to party mode, again, it's pretty much the same story, so you can play party mode against the AI. However, you can also play party mode with up to 4 players in local multiplayer. I think you can actually go up to 8 players if you play the game on Switch or Xbox. It's just 4 player on PlayStation. But yeah, you can play local multiplayer through party mode as well. Just know that party mode does not actually contribute to the game's progression system at all. At least the local party mode doesn't. I actually don't know if online party mode does, but local party mode matches do not contribute to the game's progression system. And normally I actually wouldn't bring up trophies or achievements in a video like this, but I thought I'd mention it because this game actually has really easy trophies. But you can actually earn all of the trophies in this game completely offline. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the trophies in this game are really easy. I think the hardest thing in the game is basically just winning 20 matches. And unfortunately, this game does not have a platinum trophy, so that kind of sucks. But you can earn all the trophies in offline mode. Just know that the party mode trophies in particular actually do require you to have at least one other real player. You can do it through local multiplayer, but yeah, you can't do it if you were playing just against bots or something like that. So just so you know. But yeah, overall, the offline mode in this game is pretty dang solid, honestly. So yeah, I don't really have very many complaints with it. In terms of playing the game without any updates, honestly, I haven't really had any issues with that either. Now, I actually can't go online to check to see if this game even has any updates at the moment. It's entirely possible that this game doesn't even have any updates, but from my experience, yeah, playing it straight from the disc hasn't really given me any issues. The only thing I'd be worried about is that because this is kind of like a online focused multiplayer game, that they probably will update it in the future to add more maps and content and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. But yeah, with the kind of game that this is, I wouldn't be surprised if that actually does happen. But yeah, overall, this game's offline functionality is pretty dang solid. So if I'd had to like grade it out of a scale of like 1 to 10, I'd probably give this like a 9 out of 10 because honestly, there's not really much to complain about this game's offline mode. It is very multiplayer focused by nature, but everything that I would expect to be in an offline mode is here. So yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, just be sure to leave a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.